Hi everybody, you've probably heard a lot of people talking about, oh, it's off season, this is the time to build base. And that is true for most riders, not necessarily all. It just depends on your racing season and the type of events or races you're doing. But let's just assume that most of us are going to focus on base. So I'm going to tell you why this is important and why we're focusing on base. But before we get into the why, we need to talk about the what. What is base? We throw this term around and everyone just kind of assumes that we all know what we're talking about, and some people actually don't. So today I'm going to tell you what base is, and the next video I'm going to tell you why it's important and why we have to build this base up. Okay, so what is base? It's pretty simple. Base is if you just kind of did a quasi-steady state ride for however long you typically ride, that is your base. Now, the important thing to remember is that base will vary from person to person. For example, I coach a lot of riders who focus primarily on criteriums, and crits are usually about an hour long. So for those riders, we actually don't need to build a huge long base that they could be out there pedaling for 3-4 hours, because that's not what they're doing. They do 1 hour races. So their base is essentially extending that power they could hold for 1 hour and raising it up. If you're a Gran Fondo rider, your base needs to be bigger because you are doing events that last 5 or more hours. So you need to be able to ride 5 hours. Those crit riders don't really need to be able to ride 5 hours. So your base will be, can you ride 5 hours? What power can you hold for 5 hours? And then once we have that base of kind of quasi-steady state, then we build on it. So the winter is the time when we're focusing on that quasi-steady state for the length of the events that you will do come your season.